Today I'm going to be talking about Ichigo Ichie. And I hope you can hear me. Good morning. Whew. Let's breathe. So Ichigo Ichie is a part of ikigai. Yesterday I talked about ikigai, and that's like living out the meaning of your life, living out your purpose. And don't over spiritualize it, because we do that so often. You know, God wanted us to live. And what we usually do is we take that as, well, I gotta do all these extracurricular things that's not in you, trying to be somebody else. And He's really made you to like the things that you like, to do the things that you do in certain situations, because you are you. So living out your purpose is those things that bring you joy as you glorify Him. Okay? That's the easiest way to put it. And Ichigo Ichie is living in the moment. Okay? Living your life in the moment. So it's it works hand in hand with ikigai. And ikigai, as you living out your purpose, Ichigo Ichie has you actually enjoying the moment as you're living out your purpose. Because a lot of people go to work, right? But they don't enjoy it. So is it a waste of time? Maybe not. They're paying the bills, they're getting things done, but they're not enjoying it. So the whole concept is to do what you do and enjoy every single moment of that time. That's you living your best life and being fulfilled by it. You have to have the mindset that you're living in the moment, because if you let that moment pass you by, or you're not living in the moment and it passes by, you don't get it back. Time moves forward for us humans. It moves and it moves. And if something's happening now and you don't take advantage of it, time is going to keep going. And something like it might come again, but that time that's passed has passed. So this is where mindfulness comes in. And mindfulness is pretty much to sum it up, is the awareness of your awareness in the present. So we tend to have all these things going on, and all of our attention is focused elsewhere, or focused in the future, or focused in the past, and life is happening too fast. And we don't take time to sit down with each other, conversate, and enjoy the moment. So that's what I want you to do. This reminds me of a story from Tibetan culture. It's the Gates of Shambhala. And what happened was, a guy who was tracking a deer through the forest came to a mountain pass. And as he was walking up, he noticed that the mountain was split in two. And he walked up, and there was a older gentleman at the pass. It was, and the crack of the mountain was only wide enough for one person to get through. But as he was walking towards it, he walked past the man and he looked. And as he looked, he saw that everything was perfect. It was green grass, children was playing, water was flowing by. Everything was nice. The birds were chirping and everything. And it looked like heaven. And the guy was like, you like what you see? And he told the hunter, you like what you see? And the hunter was like, of course, this looks like paradise. And he was like, well, indeed it is. and you can come on in. And he said, I'm gonna come in, but I want to get my brothers and I want to get my childhood friends. I want to get my people first, and so they can see it too. And the guy was like, well, do what you want, but the gates are only open once in a lifetime. And he's like, okay, once in a lifetime. All right, I'll be right back. And he ran all the way home, got his family, got his friends, and he ran back, and the mountain was closed. And he had missed this opportunity. And it says that he spent the rest of his life looking for that opportunity again, which, only came once in a lifetime. But the reason for that story is don't miss that moment. So let's get into this. Ichigo Ichie is basically translated as once versus Ichi. And it has go in there, so time, one time, and then Ichie, Ichi, and A is one meeting. And when you try to put it in, that's literal translation. When you try to translate it, it comes out mostly like, in this moment is an opportunity. That's why, it kind of goes with once in a lifetime. So we got to take the advantage of the opportunity now, or we lose it. One of the main concepts being in the moment is being in the moment. It's good. It's easy to say, man, I want to be in the moment. Just like this with CJ Bowes. Me and my daughter were putting this together. We were pouring the rocks and we were scooping out CJ and putting it in here. And it was more than just, having this to do with my daughter. That was actually creating a memory for me. So as I'm creating a memory with my daughter, yes, I was teaching, which is what I called to do. But I was enjoying the moment with my daughter. That was the longest Unblock Yourself that we had. It was 19 minutes, almost 19 minutes. And I didn't want to miss it. And I didn't want her to miss it. We were doing it together. So as these get longer, because I want to take time and enjoy my tea with you. And I don't want to miss the moment. Because I won't get it back. I wouldn't get that opportunity back. It's hard to get her to be able to sit down with me, and having her schedule and my schedule coincide and do that. And along with you too. So the main concept is being in the moment, which is being in the moment, or actually be present in the present. Okay, the here and now, right? So this is one of the concepts, and this is what we're going to get into: the past, the present, and future. We all know those tenses. Now, when you have emotions come into play, we want to be in the present and enjoy the present, enjoy each other, okay? What happens is when we have sadness, we're not in the present, because sadness comes from losing something or being disappointed by something that happened in the past. If you think about it, you'll see. So we need to come out of the past and into the present. Now, that's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong. The concept is easy. If I'm sad, I need to come back into the present. And that's going to ease the pain. But it's hard to get from here to here. So I understand that, but that's what's going on. You're being pulled out of the present into the past and dwelling on something that happened or should have happened that you did not like, and you're stuck there living it over and over and over again in your mind. Okay? The future deals with fear. Fear is something that hasn't even happened yet, but you're afraid that it's not going to go your way. So since it hasn't happened yet, that's future. You're being pulled into the future and worrying about things that hasn't happened. If you're getting into trouble or you feel that you got in trouble, you're worried. And your worrying is causing fear and anxiety in you. Even though it hasn't happened yet, you're in the future living this thing out like, oh man, I'm about to go to jail. Or I'm about to lose it all. But you're in the future. You need to come back to the present and enjoy the present. Now, happiness is something that we can carry with us in the present. We can enjoy in the present. We're not dwelling on the past and sad, or we're not worried about the future or worried in the future. We're enjoying this moment right here, right now, me and you. So, as we're living our life and looking at the things that that are all around us, of course, we have the past and we have the future, but we have to live in the present. Not only do we live in the present, with Ichigo Ichie, that concept, we're enjoying it. So it's not passing us by. We're living life. Scripture comes, this is an old saying, a minute in an argument lasts hours, right? But being with the person that you love and being in love and spending time with that person, though an hour feels like a minute. So in arguments, a minute feels like hours because you're going at it in the wrong sense. Usually you're functioning out of fear in the future, or you're in sadness because somebody disappointed you in your argument. But in the present, enjoying each other, whole hours just seem like minutes. You're creating memories, you're enjoying each other. Time is passing by, and they have equal amounts of time, but they feel so different. That's the importance of you living your life. Morning, son. So, keep in mind, all of this is dealing with your ikigai. So, give your attention to, this is coming from Matthew 6:34 in the Message. Sounds like this. Give your entire attention to what God is doing now, and don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time comes. So God wants you to really be in the now and focus on living your life, and living your life in a way that brings you pleasure in a righteous way, and brings him glory. Doing both, will lead to longer life. When we do things our way and we try to please ourselves, we usually end up hurting ourselves. And I don't want that for you. So, as we part ways, I have my tea. And I enjoy it, spending time with you. In Japan, and I don't know how often, because I've never heard anybody say this, but supposedly in certain areas, they'll actually say Ichigo Ichie as they're going, as they're parting ways, because, and I say it to you, you know what? This was in Ichigo Ichie. And because I treasure this moment, I thank you for coming, sitting down with me, and I see this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be with you, and I appreciate it so much. My heart is full, and this is living. So you guys have an awesome day and enjoy your life, your ikigai. Function in that ikigai and make this day the best day of your life. Have a great day.